Probably we spent the first 2 days of practice working on passing, and it was been something that we thought we weren't good enough at yet, and I think it was probably our highest assist percentage for the season, and probably our highest number of assists as well. And so I thought the boys bought into that really well, and we saw the ball fly around in practice this week. And it wasn't perfect today, and we still had our turnovers and different things, but there was much greater emphasis on creating good passes, and we're a talented group, and we want to share it, and going to be harder to guard if we can pick up that area. So that was good. Obviously, our bench is probably the best performance that we've had all season by far, and so you look at all those contributions. Everyone that came off the bench, but highlighted by Tohi and Joe. Tohi plays 10 minutes and he misses a free throw. Otherwise, he's had pretty much a little perfect game to get 19 points in 10 minutes. And I think called his sub a couple of times as well. So we've got to keep working on his fitness. He should have played a little bit more. Joe, we needed rebounds. And I thought in the middle of packs, I thought he was the one that come away with them today. And then at different times, his aggression, getting to the rim, was really good for us. But, to make the 13 threes and still get the 31 free throws, again, we got that balance right offensively.
On a night where you got Pledger out, where you got Prather out, how impressive is it that your bench can give you that, even when you are really 2 men down on what your bench would usually be?
Yeah, it is. It's great, and I think the guys that are on the bench are starting to believe that I trust them a little bit more, which is important. Sam Mack was really good last game, and it took me a while to inject him into the game. I think I could have done a better job with him tonight. But yeah, those other guys, it's starting to get to a point where you practice and you compete, and again, whoever's getting it done on the floor is going to get the opportunity, and that's what I hope our guys are starting to believe.
Joe, what worked so good for you tonight, mate? What got you going out there?
I think just trying to come in and do the little things. I'm not trying to do too much. Just try to help the team as much as I can, whether it was rebounds, block shots, just whatever I could.
How did you go about those pack rebounds that Dean spoke about? Because Brisbane hit the boards real hard, and how did you sort of get yourself in the spots to pull those ones in?
I honestly don't know. It's just on the rim, and I went and grabbed it. I guess it's just that simple sometimes.
Dean, was Sean all good tonight, or was he just had one of those nights where he couldn't get those touches?
Yeah, they played a lot of half-court trap, and I thought generally the first group tonight made a change at the half-time, but we probably played for fouls a little bit too much, and I thought our reaction after not getting fouls wasn't great, and they were running the other way, and they shot the ball really well in the first half. So I think once we made a change to that one, we were better as a group. It affected Sean in the second half a little bit as well. I thought there was a couple of where he gets called at one end and doesn't get called at the other end, and that affected some of his defensive efforts there as well. But it's going to happen. Everyone's going to have a game during a season where it doesn't quite work for them, and it's the beauty of having a talented bench and people that you can you can go to if someone's having an off night.
Dean, was there something that you saw at the start of the third quarter, because you started talking after about 30 seconds? So is there something you saw at that time that could make you make that early?
Yeah, Barlow took a pretty good hit into the head, and for a second there, I was like, do we need to concussion test him? I'm not sure if we did that or what happened there, but he didn't look quite right. Obviously, great for Tohi to get injected, and I think his first touch, he made a little foul line jumper coming into the game, and but yeah, Tohi's aggression at the rim was great tonight. He got catches, and he got fouled 5 times in 10 minutes. He was aggressive tonight.
Dean, how are you going to approach these next few weeks for guys like Joe, Tohi, who you're going to need contributions from while Pledger's out?
Yeah, we had a good conversation at practice yesterday, and we talked about his role, and it's important for me to make sure that he still plays time at the 4 as well, and we got Torhi, and so we've got some support with Torhi and Joe as 5s. They both play really well as 4s. Barlow, we haven't used him as a 5 this year, but there's opportunities to do that at different times that we did last year as well. So I feel like we're covered, and I think that's why we're at a point where we said we don't need to try and bring in a replacement. We trust these guys right now and the extra minutes, and they grabbed it tonight, and that's what you want when opportunity presents. People go and grab it. So Casey's the other one, and he was pretty close. It was just we believe he'll travel, but right now it's a day-to-day with him, and got a good workout before the game, and it's stupid for us right now if he's not 100% to play, to put him out there, and we don't want any re-injury, so we want him perfect when he's coming back.
Is it still his back that's the...
Yeah.
Forgive me for looking ahead to next week, but Kings were here last night. They were chasing Phoenix off the 3-point line. Does it bore you a bit? Does it sort of pump you a bit that the guys are getting to the free-throw line when you're going to face such difficulty getting your 3-point shot next week? Yeah,
it's great to have multiple weapons. We made our 13 threes. We got to the foul line. Not as much post game as previously in other games. And we played at a really good pace tonight. I think that's what helped us with the subbing tonight and the minutes down a little bit for people that I thought we didn't score every time, but we put them on a back foot a little bit with the pace that we played at after a rebound. And we talked about that early in the year, and we kind of went away from our pace to an execution team a little bit more, and we're slowly creeping back to continue to play at a high pace. So there's we've got a lot of scoring options right now.
You've won 6 in a row since the loss in Cairns, so you're looking forward to the guys back up there on Friday night, and up and running to take on them.
Yeah, Mike's doing a great job. I watched that fourth quarter last night, and they're a team that when they get confident, they're capable of a lot of things, and they're well led by Machado at the point and dictating the game a little bit. So we went up there, we were in the game the whole time, and they made a pretty good run as well. So we go up there under no illusions that we're going to play a great basketball team.
And Joe, you've obviously been with the team a while now. Do you feel like you're comfortable in your role and you're starting to be able to see what your role is on this team?
Yeah, 100%. It's just a day-by-day thing. Practicing is the biggest thing, just getting reps and just going at it, and then everything else will take care of itself from there.
Thanks, guys.
Actually, can I say one thing? Yeah. I just want, obviously, I had a real good conversation with Andre Lamanis through the week, and people will talk about different things, but he was a great mentor coach to me. And with the thing that we talked about yesterday was being at what's the stadium's name over there? Marvel Stadium for the US games, and just how when we were in New Zealand together, we looked at Spark Arena and we said we want to play there, we want to go to the biggest venue, and my memory of Andre coaching the Boomers is going to be at Marvel Arena, just beating that US team, and how proud I was as a fan, seeing that win and having 55,000, 60,000 people in there. And so that's the memory I shared with him yesterday, how proud I was of him for what he did for our country, and to see the game grow during his period as a Boomer.
Just add to that, Matt Smith, NBL veteran, he talked about it recently, saying that beating USA on their home soil, that should never be forgotten among Australian basketball fans. And I think that is a good sentiment to that, saying that if we beat them on our home soil, I think we should never even think about any other scenario. He just did a very good thing for our Boomers program.
Yeah. People always talk about not winning a medal, and he'll talk about it too, because he wanted to get that done. But
the top 4 in 2 competitions. Yeah,
amazing job, and beating the US for the first time on home soil, was in front of that crowd was amazing. Yeah, cheers.